So this is what it feels to be mic'd up on NFL Live.
Be careful. I forgot I was on there. I didn't think.
We're gonna have fun today. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. Woo!
Like,
Let me get 2 claps in the work player.
Oh, woo!
All right. Hey, make sure your phones put away. Phones put away. Can everybody come take a seat for me? Everybody come take a seat. We haven't started officially yet, but I need everybody come take a seat. Mr. Cope, can you please take the head, Mr. And Mr. Nick, Mr. Nick. We're moving the head just so that way I don't have to hear anything about it later on. Dr. Barry, can you hear us? Can you hear us? We're good?
All right, how's everyone doing? Just later after this late news, late morning. Everyone's doing all right? How's everyone feeling so far?
Yeah, we're living.
All right. Hey, let me see a thumbs up if we're doing good. Let me see thumbs in the middle if we're thumbs down if we're just not feeling it today. Not feeling it today, Miss Brooke? It's okay. It's fine.
You can change that, Travis.
We're gonna change them. We're gonna change them. We're gonna change. Hey, it's all up here. It's all mental. So today we are going to. Would you like to read it?
Yeah. So today's activity is to throw at a target for accuracy and for distance. We are going to be going over throwing a ball, a yarn ball, or a tennis ball at a target, the football and the hoop, to have accuracy and distance and be able to aim to hit the target correctly. So we're going to start out with a warm-up. We're going to be going over relationships, space awareness, and effort. Effort for time and speed, the speed, which is time, and that can be either fast or slow. Relationship, which is going to be the near or far distance, and then also space awareness, which is the over or under. So, or spacing you're in as far as where you are when you're passing and catching and throwing the ball back and forth.
So to bounce off of what Miss Davis just said, after the warm-up though, we're gonna come right back here, and we're gonna go ahead and go into a little bit more detail about the actual activity, as well as this little score sheet right here for everybody to understand. So if everybody could please stand up. Everybody please stand up. Can everybody go toe-to-toe with a partner? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you could ever so quietly go find poly spots that are right across from each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hurry up. We gotta do it quickly. We gotta do it quickly, quickly. Mr. Reed, Mr. Creek, you guys are fine, all right? I need one partner, raise your hand. One partner, raise your hand. Come up and quietly come and get a tennis ball from up here. One partner, one partner. Yep, one partner. We only need one tennis ball per group. Ms. Davis, would you like to tell them what they have to do with the tennis ball? Mr. Creek, really? Mr. Declan, please hold it. Please hold the tennis ball. Mr. Creek, just hold the ball. Go ahead. You're going to pass to a partner gently. You're going to pass to a partner gently. You're going to work on the high, middle, and low levels and relationships on your partner. You're going high, middle, and low levels. So you can go down towards the ankles and have them catch it down there. You can have them go waist high, stomach high, chest high, and shoulder height. Those are the 3 levels that we're going to be working on. We're going to work on overhand throwing. Overhand throws, preferably. Overhand throws, preferably, Mr. Duggan. Remember, just step into it. We're just trying to get into the basics. We're going to go through the cues. You can step into it, pull it back, make an L. I love that low level. Now can you slowly pass back and forth, working your way back up. Try to go overhand. I love that low level. I love that low level. Can we try to work on our way going back up and down? We're going to try to go overhand. We're trying to stay away from underhand because we're going to need that for our future activity. Just remember, we're going to... Can we throw overhand, sir? Yeah, yes, sir. Let's just try to remember step, shoulder. We're gonna try to get into the habit of throwing correctly. That's a beautiful throw. Beautiful throws. All right. Now, if you can, if everybody could please switch to throwing with your non-dominant hand. Make it a little bit more challenging. We're still trying to go overhand throws. We're still trying to go overhand throws.
We've been doing overhand. Do you want to put to the underhand throws?
Just because on the actual standard, it says overhand.
Okay, so no underhand?
So that's why we're just trying to stay with overhand with the different objects. I wanted to do underhand, but then I looked at the standard and I was like, it's not going to work. Got about another 2 minutes. We got about another 2 minutes. Remember, you want to try to practice at a high, medium, and low level. That's beautiful, girls. This is grade level 4. All right, thank you. It should be over. The standard is throwing an object. What is it? Throwing an object overhand with accuracy. And Mr. Saunders, do you think maybe you could go for like a mid or low level? Yeah? It's almost like he's a catcher in baseball, right? That's a beautiful analogy right there. How we doing, boys? Here, can we try to say overhand? Because our standard is saying that we have to go overhand today, all right? All right? Think maybe we can go a high, medium, and low level? Try to work your way down, and then work your way back up. All right? It's a beautiful throw right there. Is that your non-dominant hand?
Yes, it is.
Are you ambidextrous?
I am not. Do I look like I'm...
Yeah, that's actually really well. That's really well, yeah. It's a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody freeze! Hold the ball in your hand. I want everybody to look up at the board. I'm going to slide the board on over. Can everybody see the board? Mr. Cope, if you can't see the board, you could go ahead and scoot on over to the other dot. Can you fellas scoot on down one more row? One more row of dots? Let's see. We have, how many? Raise your hand if you are a pair. I just need one person in the pair to raise their hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So we have 6 pairs and we have 6 stations. So I'm going to go into a little bit more detail of why you see hula hoops and footballs and the poly spots behind you. Our task today is to understand the relationship in our environment as far as the distance that we are throwing and the accuracy that follows it. Therefore, what I want everybody to think in your minds right now, what do you think would happen if you throw a ball from a closer distance? Do you think you have a greater chance of hitting the smaller target?
Yeah. 100%.
Put your thumbs up in the air if you think yes. What if you are all the way back there behind Mr. Saunders at that orange cone? Do you think it's going to be a little bit harder? Yeah, it might get a little bit more difficult to hit that small target. So what we are going to do is I want each pair to go to the first spot. So for instance, if I have Mr. Declan, your partner is Mr. Cope, correct? Mr. Cope, Mr. Declan, can you please come over here? Mr. Nick, Mr. Ben over here. Mr. Allie, Miss Brooke. Miss Allie. Miss Darius, can you come all the way down here? Mr. Darius. Mr. Ben, we're holding the balls, please. Holding the balls.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's fine.
I just got excited.
I understand. It's kind of exciting. This is kind of an exciting topic that we're going over. So, what we are going to do is we are going to practice before we give everybody a sheet. Does everybody have a pencil? Raise your hand. No? All right. I'm going to go and grab either some markers or some pencils while we are practicing at a close range, practicing trying to hit the small football inside the target. The small football is going to be worth 2 points when you get your paper. Getting it inside the hula hoop is going to be worth 1 point. We are going to understand how every time that we move back, our points realistically should go down because it's a little bit harder to hit the smaller target and get more points. Does everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Let me see thumbs up if everybody understands. All All right, so we're gonna take turns right now, throwing from the shortest distance. Before we start throwing, I want everybody to understand, if you see another partner, if you see another pair next to you that is throwing the ball, you might want to wait until after they throw the ball before you go and retrieve your ball. Does everybody understand? Yes, sir. And if you are not comfortable throwing a tennis ball, please raise your hand and we will bring you a yarn ball. All right? Everybody, you've got 5 minutes to practice this. Go. Yeah. Basically, just go and give feedback as we're coming. Like, give feedback on that side. I'll give feedback on this side, and then after about 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, then we'll go ahead and give them that, and then they get to practice from different distances. That's a beautiful throw. Just make sure you pull it all the way back. Just like you got to practice a regular throw. Hey, Mr. Saunders. I understand that that's great accuracy hitting the football, but we got to make sure it's on the cone, all right?
All right.
All right,
Sir.
thank you.
I try to tell you.
Now, if you and your partner are starting to feel comfortable, Mr. Cope, I love the intensity, but have you noticed when you throw with more force and more momentum that it gets a little wonky?
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily hit the football, it hits the target underneath. It makes it a little bit harder. So I want you to try to practice throwing it a little bit lighter. Lighter, all right?
Gotcha.
All right, thank you. If you and your partner are comfortable at a closer level, you may take a spot. You may go a spot back. Remember, the harder that you throw the ball, the less accurate it might be. So we want to still practice our proper cues: stepping in, shoulder front, pull back, release. Good throw, Nick. Good throw. How are we doing, girls? It's okay. If you're not comfortable back here, it might be easier to throw with a yarn ball. It's okay.
I hit it. I'm gonna go.
Here, let's try it with a yarn ball this time, Ms. Brooke. I know it seems crazy, but it might be a little bit easier. Great throw, Miss Clemens. Hey, Mr. Declan, great form, but we just want to try to get it a little bit higher, so maybe take a less heat off of it, a little less velocity, all right? Just so that way we can still get the football on top. You want to hold the mic? You want to have the mic for a little bit? Why not? Why not? Come on. All right, Mr. Saunders, let me see what you got here. Beautiful throw, Mr. Saunders.
Good job, Trent.
Hey, high five. That's what I'm talking about. How we doing, boys? Feeling good?
Hit the football from here.
We're starting to get a little bit more confident in our abilities.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that it's gotten harder, a little bit harder, as you've gotten back? Just a little bit, no?
I've hit the football from like
I understand.
the first round.
I understand. You might have a future in the MLB, man. All right, freeze. Hold the balls. I need everybody to go back to that first poly spot and turn and face myself and Miss Davis. Miss Brooke, did that help a little bit? Yep. Yeah? Perfect. All right, no problem. So, Miss Davis and I am going to walk around with a partner sheet. All right? We're going to also hand out pencils as we walk around. As you're going to notice, we're going to throw from different distances throughout our entire time. I want you to record if it was a make or a miss, or if you got it inside the hula hoop, or if you hit the ball. If you hit the ball, it's worth 2 points. Just write a 2 where it says child 1, spot 1. If you hit the ball, put a 2. If you get it in the hula hoop, you hit a 1. If you didn't hit it, put 0. As we go throughout all of our trials, we should be noticing a trend as far as how, when we get farther back, how difficult it gets. Does everybody understand? All right. Thumbs up if you can understand. All right. Thank you. I'm going to come back around with the pencil girls.
Yeah, someone stole it.
I've got it.
I don't know where it went.
You gave it to me.
It's going down. It's going down. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Magical. No problem. No problem. We're gonna start. We're gonna start up here. All right. I'll give you guys a pencil too as well. Boys, here you go.
Thank you, sir.
And when you are done with when you are done filling out the chart and doing all of the trials, we're gonna go back through and we're gonna answer all of the questions at the bottom. Are you ready? Go. Yeah, I'll take pencils. Just need a couple of pencils.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mr. Ashby, Mr. Siak, make sure you're filling in the charts as you go along. Make sure you're filling in the charts as you go along. Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
So if you hit the ball, it's 2 points. But what if you hit it inside the hoop?
If you hit inside the hoop, that's 1 point.
Okay, cool.
All right. Here you go, Miss Tucker.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, I think Tim's doing a great job.
If you are uncomfortable with a tennis ball, we have yarn balls for you to use as well.
Shut 10.
I might be a little too much for 4th grade doing 10 trials, but 5, maybe 5. That was one of the goals. I just wanted to keep them moving. So basically, Jari, just make sure you got feedback on that side. You want feedback on this side or that side?
I'll take this side.
All right, go ahead. Just make sure that you're giving them good feedback. Good throw, Mr. Sia. Let's see. Let's be a little bit light. Oh, closer. It's a little bit closer.
I think the form is messed up because of my paper.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe if you use a yarn ball, it's a little bit bigger and you can kind of control it a little bit better? You think maybe that could help?
It definitely could help, but I like the challenge.
All right, you like a challenge? I'm okay with it. Uh-oh, so close, so close. But you still got it inside the hula hoop. That's what matters. Good toss, Miss Clemens. After reviewing it,
That's still a point.
I should have done 5 trials instead of 10. I feel like 10 trials is a little too long with partners. Yeah, that's just the one thing I'm realizing now.